All right, we'll just give it another minute or two and see if we get more people come on, and then we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects. I love wearing pants. I love wearing golf pants. I shouldn't say I love wearing pants versus the not wearing pants. I think I just made it funny. I'm laughing at my own joke. That's pretty cool. Oh, well, let me know if anybody has any questions regarding any or anything they'd like to know about pants, golf pants in particular. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat or just raise your hand virtually. You can see those little icons there in the reactions button, like this one. And that'll let us know that you have something to share. All righty. Okay, well, let's get the show on the road. Well, welcome again to our weekly webinar. Happy Friday, everybody. And today our topic of conversation is golf pants. It is true. I love wearing golf pants when I golf versus shorts. There's a few reasons why I love wearing pants, and feedback that I've got from a lot of other people as well is that it does look really good. There's nothing wrong with shorts. Don't get me wrong. However, I have a tendency to lose balls in the rough and in fescue and in deep grass or forests. And I dislike walking in that tall grass. And it has happened to me many times looking for a golf ball that I lose frequently. And coming out of there, I just get all itchy. It's just annoying. And I just can't, for me personally, I just can't stand it. If I wear shorts in that type of situation. So golf pants has been a big thing. I've been wearing them, all the time. Even in Arizona, when it's 110 degrees, I still tend to wear pants. There is this misconception that, the pants will keep you, they can keep you warmer, or shorts will keep you cooler. I don't know if I quite agree with that. Now, with all the technological advancements in material and fabric and the moisture wicking capabilities, I actually find that they do tend to keep me somewhat cool. What happens is in the sun, in wearing shorts, and I'm only speaking for myself, is if I get sunburnt, guess what? My legs are going to be really, really hot, and it becomes a little annoying if I'm not wearing sunscreen. So, but they do tend to get warm, and this way with the pants, it looks good. I feel good. I have no concerns about anywhere that I go on the golf course. For poison ivy, for that added element of protection. So, that being said, I'm a real aficionado of golf pants. And the ones that we've done a lot of reviews on has been the Ultimate 365 pant, which was when that time of introduction, and I'm going to hold it up here. It was absolutely the best pant on the market whatsoever. The engineering that what they've done around the waist, where they have this really stretched waistband and these silicone rubber logos, this is really tacky here, so it grips onto your golf shirt, so preventing the golf shirt from coming out. They wash and they wear amazing. We've sold thousands and thousands of these. These are worn on tour by most of the Adidas players that are sponsored by Adidas. Most of them they have that, tapered hem on the bottom, super lightweight fabric, easy just to wash and wear. One thing though with Adidas, they have, before I get into that, typical fly zipper. It is about a 7-inch zipper here. That's pretty typical. They have a snap. They have a button closure here on the front. So the nice thing is, again, with that stretch waistband, if you find a size that is probably just on the hair small, the stretch waistband will fit. It's kind of like a custom fit. Very beautiful you know, all the way around the entire waist to give you that nice, you know, perfect kind of custom fit. Wonderful top seller of Adidas. However, one thing though with the Adidas pants that we found kind of a little bit of annoyance is that the pockets, especially the rear pockets, if you have a glove or you put your hand inside the rear pocket, it tends to pull up the mesh lining that goes with it. And if you forget, it kind of sticks out like that and looks pretty awful, because I've seen it happen a lot for myself and other people wearing it at the club. Same with the front pockets. They tend to just, you know, they tend to come out as well. It's not, you know, not that it's not normal, but it's just kind of sometimes it can be annoying, especially when you have something that's a little bit tacky like a glove that catches the fabric, and you know, you put it in your back pocket, you pull it out, and you don't even realize it, that you got the lining of the pocket hanging out of your pants. So that kind of aesthetically looks kind of poor. Again, the 365 Adidas pant comes in your traditional side pocket and also in the Tour 5 pocket pant. I'm absolutely love these. I've worn them for a long time. Easy wash and wear. I've had a pair now for what, 4 years, and I haven't had to do anything with it. It's time for a new pair, my wife says. And the next one I want to talk about are the Nike Tour Vapor pants, Slim Fit pants. That's actually what I'm wearing right now. If you can just kind of see that. And one thing cool about Nike pants that I found out is that you cannot pull up the lining in the back pocket. So if you have a glove in there, the lining's not going to pop out. So aesthetically, it's going to look great. And same with the front pockets as well. You can't pull them out, which is pretty cool. I love that. The pockets are, they're not shallow, but they're not deep. I did notice, you know, going back to the Adidas pant, that their pockets are, you know, same, not too deep, not too shallow, very good depth. Because sometimes if the pockets are shallow, they tend to things tend to slide out. So that's one thing I like about that. The Nikes, which I've been wearing for the past few weeks, I've wanted to test them out. I've really enjoyed them just as much as the Adidas. Again, it's a little bit of brand preference and style. Style-wise, they're almost identical. Weight-wise, they're identical. One little cool thing that I noticed in the Adidas, and I don't know if we can get this on with the camera, is that on the inside, the fabric has this kind of little, let me capture that. If you guys can see it, it has a little waffle type pattern to it. And that will help keep you a lot cooler than you normally would think, which is kind of nice. It has that kind of a fleece feel, which is a beautiful sensation to the skin. Another cool thing Nike's done with their Vapor pants, that they're really, you know, was very well thought out, that in the crotch section, let's see if you can see that up front. I guess you can see right here, they put a gusset in here. You can just see the seam there, right here, this little gusset that goes from the center of the crotch, probably about, you know, 10 inches on the, about 8 inches on either side of the leg. Now this here is going to give you a little bit more room in that crotch section to give you a little bit more comfort. I thought it was a really clever idea. Because again, I gotta see if you can just see that kind of diamond shaped gusset that you can see there, which is really clever. Lightweight, easy wash and wear, slanted pockets. Again, they have that rubberized waistband as well. And this here is a lot more stretchy than the Adidas, considerably more. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to, you know, stretch out and then stay that way. It's going to retain the stretchiness to it. So to give you that perfect like comfort feel, and it has this silicone tape going on the back of the waist to, again, to ensure that your shirts don't pop out of the back. So nice, keep it nice and snug. I really enjoyed them. Easy wash and wear. The Nike Vapors is what a lot of the tour guys are wearing that are sponsored by Nike. You can see a lot of the guys wearing them, and they come in all various colors. I really have enjoyed wearing the Nike pants. It does have a little bit more of an athletic look than the Adidas, just because of the back here. But typically, you can see that it's kind of like a cloth looking. It's not as more as fashionable. It's kind of more athletic style. But if you put a belt on it, it gets pretty hidden. You won't see that. And then it has that beautiful Nike emblem on the back there. Very subtle though, so it's not too prominent for people who don't like that, big logos on the back. As for so this is a dry fit. They're all 4-way stretch. Another cool thing Nike's done, and again, it's hard to see it on the camera, but at the knee section, they've articulated the shape of the pant so that when you're crouching down, it actually is easy to, you don't have that restriction when you're bending down, especially for a putt or lining up a putt. Let's see if you can just see that. There's a seam that's kind of on a 45-degree angle right at the knee section. It's about 2 inches from the seam that's going down down the leg on either side, the front and the back. I mean, on the left and the right side of the knee. So again, to just articulates it so you can just bend down a little bit easier. Thought pretty clever. And last but not least, is our most popular pant has been the Under Armour Showdown pant. Jordan Spieth, this is the pant that he wears. Again, very similar in weight. I think this is just a bit heavier than the other two. Not that it makes any difference. Again, that stretch waistband with that Under Armour silicone rubberization around the waist, again, helping that shirt stay tucked in. Side pockets, again, this comes in a 5-pocket as well. Same thing with the Under Armour, the back and the back pockets. If you have a glove in there, you can see the lining just typically comes out, as well as the front pocket does the same thing, just tends to come out. So that's one of my peeves with these pants, is that I wish they would just put, like Nike does, a little pin in it or a little stitch in it to help keep it in there. Again, it has like a little button closure for the front, but very good pant, good finishes, lightweight, breathable, 4-way stretch. Super. These have been the 3 most popular pants that we've sold. And the 3 most popular pants that have been selling in the market, and that's what customers are loving. So either the Under Armour Showdown pant, and they're all a tapered hem. And I'm going to show you this between the 3 brands. At the hem, they're all identical in width, which is about a 7-inch hem, which is pretty traditional now for most pants. I'm going to see if we can capture that on camera. I think just the Under Armour is just a tad narrower than the other. Just a tad. The Under Armour is the one on the top. It's just a hair narrower than the other 2 between the Nike. So if you want something that's a little bit more tapered, the Under Armour Showdown is that. So again, I think pants has had a big movement in there. These are more athletic type. I do wear the Nikes on and off the golf course for business meetings or for luncheons, or sometimes on a night out. I can just wear, you can see it, I'm wearing a G4 shirt. I could, I can go anywhere with a JL belt, so I can go anywhere, looking like this and not misrepresent myself, which has been a great blessing. Then I don't have to go look for, business casual pants. So it's nice to have that crossover pant that I can just wear on and off the golf course. So I think that pretty much covers it. I'd love to hear if anybody has any questions, or if anybody has and Michael's just saying, I'm sorry guys, you just mentioned that, yeah, especially Adidas, wears them on and off the golf course with a suit jacket on the golf course, but with suit jackets. They fit great. Yes, they do. They're absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to show something to you guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to pop out of the screen. Now, I've just come across these pants here. We don't have them up for sale yet. These are from Tilly's. These are a lot higher end pant. They were built off the a Prada pant. They have a totally different sensation to these pants. A very silky, smooth finish. Really chic looking. Same stretch waistband, but the finishings on this is second to none. It has no Joe Mimran, who you may or may not know, who owns Tilly's, is from Club Monaco, and Joe Fresh, one of Canadians' highly regarded designers, is absolutely fanatical about how he makes products. And I'm trying to negotiate something to get these. Now, these are they're going to be more expensive, but for somebody who's looking for a little bit higher finish pant that they can wear, professionally and on and off the golf course, with some more higher end brand attire, this is going to be an amazing pant for you. So we are trying to work something out with them. Again, I just want to show that with you, and I can't wait to get my hands on these for everyone. I think they're worthy of it. Again, the finishes of it are just second to none. His pockets, smart. They're hard to come out. They got that little stitch. Just so much detail to get put into these pants. Again, the back pocket does not come out. Just very well thought of. Just incredible. And I know these are some of these elements get overlooked, but when you are utilizing, when underutilization, and you start having these little pet peeves about them, it's just hard to get out of your head. So I'm glad to see that these companies are, taking notice of these things. So for anybody who's going to make pants, keep that in mind, guys, to put a little stitch in the linings of the pockets. Oh, one thing about the Nikes versus the other pants that I forgot to mention. So the clasp on the front has a little button on it. This is the Adidas and the Under Armour and Tilly's. Nike has a little bit different. It has a hook clasp on it and a little snap on it. And the rise in the waist and zipper length by comparison. Sure, I'll absolutely do that. Give me 1 second, Carl, and I'll do that. I have a measuring tape right behind me. So the Nikes have this little snap here. So you have one snap that goes in here. I can get that in there. I got it. And then a little hook. And that gives you that nice added protection and comfort. I was actually surprised how well that snap is held up. It's been hard to get on and off. So I thought sometimes these snaps don't last long, but I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. So it's just what I like about this here. It doesn't have the button. So if you want to wear it without a belt, it's very pleasing to the eye. It's very cool that you can do that with. And these again are the Nike Vapor pants. Again, so with regards to rise, so with the zipper, I'm just gonna give me a second, guys. I'm gonna measure this out here. So they are 10-inch rise. Zipper is exactly 7 inches on the Nikes, and I believe they're all about the same. Actually, the Adidas is 11-inch rise, so 1 inch longer, so it's going to sit a little bit higher up on your waist. And then the zipper is 7.5 inches. That's for the Adidas here. And the Under Armours are again a 10-inch rise, again 7-inch zipper there. So hopefully that helps between the three. And then just for giggles, the Tilly's, and I believe this is higher. This is a this is a 10.5-inch rise, but it is a 7-inch zipper. So 7-inch seems to be pretty standard for zippered length. And then the rise is anywhere between 10 to 10.5 inches. So the higher the longer the rise, the higher that's going to sit on your waist. So if you're looking for something that has a little bit of a higher rise, I forgot which one it was. I believe it was the Adidas. Yes, the Adidas was a little bit of a 11-inch rise. So there you go. Hope that helps. Does anybody have any questions? As a favorite, between fabrication, between all the between the three, the Under Armour, the Nikes, and the Adidas, they're all pretty similar. I didn't see one that really stands out in any way, shape, or form that's like, wow, this is really, really good. I think the Nikes do a great job of their fabrication. My mother used to be a seamstress, so that's where I learned all this stuff. I just find like here's an example of the Adidas, of the finishing. If you can capture that on the camera, it's just, you could just kind of just see just a little, not that it means anything at all. It's just kind of like the details of it, just kind of like a little bit of rough. I capture that at all. Just a little bit rough finishing here. Here are the Nikes. So it just depends. Everybody has their own little. Jake's asking which pants are, they're all good pants for colder mornings. I don't think any one of them is gonna. I think they're all equally good. So there's the Nikes, just a little bit of chain stitching here, a little bit more polished, but again, they're all the same. I wouldn't put one over the, less over the other. This is what you're going to get for this type of, price point in pants. But very well done. Yeah, I like all of them, Jake, for the cold weather. These are lightweight pant, but to help you with that little bit of wind protection. I do, you know what? I kind of like those Nike, that little waffle pattern that Nike has, the Vapor Pant has a waffle pattern in it. And I gotta bet you, from my experiences that, dealing with, and here, sorry, I didn't get sidetracked. Here's a great example of what Nike does. This is the back pocket lining, and it is stitched, preventing it from coming out. Pretty sharp. I thought pretty smart too. Anyways, Jake, getting back to the Nike pant, that waffle pattern, because it is a slimmer fit pant, that air pocket between your leg and the material itself, I believe that it's going to help retain the heat a little better. At the same time, in the summer, you'll have the opposite effect. It'll actually keep you a little bit cooler too. So it's kind of a nice dual purpose that it has. So, but either one, I think any one of them will do great. I think what you want to just be careful of is that something that is totally mesh or it's super lightweight, where the wind just goes right through those pants. That gets to be annoying. So, they all, is the fabric the same? They're pretty much all the same. I think when these manufacturers, they come up with a pant to put in the marketplace, I think they all kind of know what each other's doing and what kind of fabric that they're looking for. I think one of the things are for durability, and secondly, the most important thing is probably be the stretch component to it. They want to have that 4-way stretch to it. There's nothing worse than a polyester pant that is just super tight and you just can't, when you bend down or crouching there for a putt, it's extremely frustrating and annoying. Very restrictive in that. So I think these guys have just knocked it down. Like, look, they're all got that really great stretch component to it. Then this is the Nike pant. This is the Adidas. So the Adidas doesn't have quite the stretch as Nike does. Okay, there's almost zero stretch. A little bit, but not compared to Nike. That's why you see a lot. They're extremely popular on tour. As for the Under Armour, let's see here. Do the stretch test. Similar, very same as Adidas. Very little stretch. So for ultimate comfort, Nike. You almost like, it doesn't feel like you have anything on when you're wearing these things. I love them. That's my take on pants. FootJoy pants are good. I don't have any here, but they have come a long way. I remember when they came out with their the pants that you see now. Their slim pant was only available in Europe and in Canada, not in the US. And the weight of the pen was significantly heavier than what I have in my hands. So there's probably about, it felt, it was a lot thicker. I don't know what they are like now. I've seen them, but I haven't, quite compared them as I have like in this kind of scenario, but they are great as well. Nothing wrong with them. They are a little bit heavier. So that's what I did find when the ones that I have. So, but butcher pants, awesome. Jill, any good suggestions for female pants? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. I know that the Adidas ones are good, the Nike ones are good, but there are some other brands out there that are a little bit more fashionable that might be of good, like G4 and J Lindbergh makes an amazing pant, very fashion forward pant. Has that permanent, pleat, that press in the front to give you that nice, flat shape. Great construction. For fashion, I think it's amazing. For athletic stuff, again, Nike and Adidas are probably going to be best in that category. I hope that answers your question, Jill. But if you want, I will hunt down women's pants. That's probably one of our page. Just put that down so we can do a webinar on women's pants. That would be kind of cool. So does anyone have any questions? Anybody have any suggestions? Anybody, did I miss anything? Anybody was say anything? Q&A? Well, I think that pretty much then can wrap it up. We don't want to keep everybody too long, and we wish everybody happy Friday and happy long, enjoy your weekend. I hope that's answering some questions regarding pants. Fred has, how many pants do you own? I have lots of pants. Yes, we do have Nike pants available. We have them available on our website currently. Paige, you can send them a link to that. How many pants do I own? I own, not as many as you think, actually, because I wear them out a lot. I probably have about 10 pairs of pants that I rotate. But I do love those Tilly pants. I can't wait to get my hands on those. So I like the fashion side of things, so I can't wait to get my hands on those. Just for those special occasions or special tournaments. When you're wearing those nice classic traditional shoes. Looks so good. Yeah, I think Nike, you know what? For comfort, I don't know that you're going to beat Nike for the comfortability of it. The stretch component to it is second to none. That's what I've been noticing, that I was wearing these pants for the past 2 weeks because I wanted to test them out. I've played in very humid conditions and I found it to be fine. I had no problems whatsoever. Kind of things I wish they would change. I'm not a big fan of the seam on the knee. That's just an aesthetic thing. I do love the fact that they stitch their pockets so they don't come out. Why pants over shorts? That's just personal preference, George. That's a great question. Why pants over shorts? I don't like going in looking for balls in the forest or anywhere and not have to worry about getting any kind of irritation on my skin. Are these all true to size? I do found, I hope that answers you. I have no objection over shorts. I have a lot of friends who wear shorts, but I tell you what, when you go in that high fescue, not in the rough or into the forest looking for balls, which I normally am looking for balls because that's where my ball goes. I feel free, or especially when I'm helping other people look for their balls. It's kind of nice that I don't have to worry about it because they will not go in there just because of the irritation that they'll get from, they'd rather leave the ball in there. So, that's just my take on it. True to size. Yeah, size down. With the stretch waistbands that they have, I definitely size down. That's what I noticed. For an example, this here, I'm gonna just give you a measurement on the Nikes. So these are size 32. So you would kind of normally see them. So these are size 32 pant, and actually when measured, face the camera, which is you can see that now, but they actually measure at 34 inches. You can see that there. I get it right? Yeah, so it's 17 inches, then times it by 2, that gives you 34. So Nikes are pretty much true to size. Again, you size down. Let's see if anybody has any vanity sizes going on here. See, for Adidas, the pants that I have in my hand are size 36, and they are so believe it or not, so this is size 36 pant. So they are 19.5 inches. So that's a 39-inch waist. So if your waist actually measures 39 inches, these will work well, but they are about a size bigger than Nikes. So size down, definitely size down with Adidas. That's what I found. And then with Under Armour's, this is a 34 pant that I have here in my hand. They are very similar to Nike. So it says 34 and it's 17.5, so it's 35 inches. So I think they're the only one that has kind of more of a vanity size is going to be Adidas. Just definitely size down. A weather resistant pant. What are the differences? Many different price points. Yes. So Aaron, if you could elaborate on that, I would love to help you answer any questions. I know that Jay Lindenberg has some great water repellent pants. It just really depends, because some of them are so heavy. I don't know if you're looking at it for. So here's the thing, Aaron. Are you looking for in colder conditions, like summer conditions, spring or fall conditions? That's kind of the probably the differentiator in picking a pant of that kind. Savannah rains a lot. Yeah, I get it. I'll tell you what, Aaron, I don't have the answer off the top of my head. I have some thoughts on it. And if you want to just send me your contact information, we'll relay it to you and what I think are some great choices for repellent pants. Does that work for you? Now, I'm assuming, Aaron, that you play in Seattle a lot. You don't want to wear like a Gore-Tex pant, do you? I wouldn't think you'd want to do that. CJL makes a great water repellent pant. It's called the shoulder pant. It's really, really good. Especially if it rains a lot, you want something that is more water resistant, more repellent than I don't. It sounds like you don't want to really get into like a Gore-Tex type pant. You just want to wear a pant that has more water, repellency to it. So what is a Gore-Tex pant? Okay, so Gore-Tex is a membrane that they use that's made out of Gore-Tex, and then they put it on the fabric itself, and that's totally 100% waterproof pant. But they are super expensive. Galvin Green carries Gore-Tex pants. Again, there's just a rain pant. That's a pant that you'd wear over your pants, if that helps. Well, this has been good. I like it. Hope everybody's had found some valuable information. I know that we're just talking about pants, not like we're trying to solve the world's problems here, but price point between the three, they're all comparable. Yeah, they range about $100 in that neighborhood. Yes. So Aaron, I'm going to find out which ones are which ones are water resistant. These are not water resistant. They are somewhat, but they're not typically. That's not what they're designed for. There are some, but not for Seattle, where it rains a lot. So hope that helps. Well, wonderful. Does anybody have any last pressing questions about pants? Wash and wear, hang to dry. This is pretty simple. No ironing required. I haven't found it to be so in my case. I like that component of it. I like to wash and wear. Low maintenance. Makes my wife's job easier and my job easier too, especially when we're washing these things. So again, my pick is for comfort is Nike. I think the finishes on Adidas is pretty good. I think it's just a little bit more polished than a Nike pant. The Adidas Ultimate 365. Comfort wise, Nike versatility. Great option is Under Armour. But Nike's been my go-to pant as of late. Okay, Aaron, I can put my email address here. You can reach out to us. Okay, perfect. Listen, guys, if you want to sign up for and know a little bit more about what's coming up in our webinars, and next week we're going to have a great company, True Linkswear. Shoes is coming on. I look forward to having them on board and share with you with what's been happening with them and where they're going and the evolution of that company from 2010, which when we originally met, and they're going to be on with us showcasing their wares and the benefits of wearing True Linkswear shoes with that negative heel, and that's going to be fascinating. I'm glad we've been trying to get them for years now, but they've been more focused on direct to consumer business. So now they've kind of opened the doors, and we're going to have, they're going to have a nice, unique special for everyone in our community. So stay tuned for that. We'll give you some more details coming up. And I think that wraps it up. If anybody has any last questions, let me know. And Jill, we won't forget about women's pants. We'll take care of that. And Aaron, we'll try to find you something as well for some rain repellent pants. Anyway, Jake, you're the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Jake. We try. It's just some, we try to give you some little bit more information that's not typically found on, on websites when making a decision. So we're here for you guys. Again, happy Friday. Take care. We love having you, and we'll see you next week.